Hello guys, welcome to sportsbookreview.com. We're talking tennis here. First guest up is João, a sports writer, tennis tipster, and long-standing guy here at Sportsbook Review. If you want to read any of his tennis predictions, head on over to sportsbookreview.com because João has them covered. João, we speak a lot, but long time no see on video. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's true. Busy times, but overall everything is good. Nice to see you also well. And Alex, I hope he joins us after the England match.
He is. He's on board. Johan, I can't hear Joao very well. Whale Kappa, I liked your message. That was very sweet of you. Sorry about England. Do you still want to do tennis? The show must go on. And this is still an incredibly exciting show and tournament. Federer is out. Dun, dun, dun. What's happening?
Well, the tournament has officially started, I guess. We won't have a repeat champion with Federer. The action today was incredible from start to finish. The Federer match, it looked like it was going to be a run of the mill 3-0 type of win. We know Kevin Anderson had never had success against Federer in the past. I believe he had never taken a set off of Federer in the past, and lo and behold, end of the third set, Federer can't convert his match point opportunity. Anderson comes back and breaks back right away. Amazingly holds serve down love 40, and then the rest is history. That fifth set was pretty epic. Federer looked like he just completely ran out of gas. Going forward here, I wonder about Kevin Anderson's ability to kind of bounce back. And, this was the biggest match win of his lifetime. I know he made the final last year at the U.S. Open, but along the way, none of the competition he beat were anywhere near the class of Federer. So whether he can now bounce back and get right for Big John Isner, who got by Milos Raonic. I'm a little skeptical. I'm almost certainly, but I have some heavy duty thinking to do on this one because I'm holding $25 ticket on Isner at 100 to 1, and I just was like, there wasn't a good opportunity at this point to hedge it, so it's entirely intact right now. And I got to decide if I want to try to extract some profit now or wait until the final so that it has absolute maximum value. Right now I'm leaning toward the later, and not only, and some of that is based on, the fact that Anderson coming back out after that win and getting another win seems a little bit improbable. What are you thinking, Joao?
It's going to be a tough match for him. I'm surprised not only the fact that he won, but the way he did it, because I don't rate him as a very strong player mentally. Throughout his career, he was not a player that managed to bring his best level on the big moments and on the pressure points. So today was a surprising result against Isner. It will be a match where if they have exchanges from the baseline, Anderson definitely has the edge. However, it will be rare for us to see baseline exchanges there. It will be almost all about serve, a good return there, and high percentage of first serve, and even more important than that, being able to place their serves on the big points, on tiebreaks. And overall, Isner, in my opinion, is the better player under pressure. Throughout his career, he also showed that against Anderson. They faced each other, I think, 11 times, and Isner won 8 of those. So it's a positive thing for him. And even on tiebreaks, Isner has a much better record than Anderson throughout his career. So I think it will be a close one. Isner might be able to prevail there. Although I'm not a huge fan here of getting involved on this match, because if they have exchanges, Anderson has the edge, and currently Pinnacle only offers 195. It's not enough for me in a match where you will have both players just serving aces, and if you have them from the baseline, Anderson has the edge. So it's a tough one to predict here.
Yeah, it is super tough. Listen, there isn't just Joao and Whale Kappa here. We've also got Alex from Need for Tips joining the show. It's good to have a solid team here, because I tell you it's difficult to predict. It really mirrors almost the World Cup right now. But if we can bring him on, Johan, Alex, to the show as well. Obviously, right now we've got Djokovic and Nadal both at even here. We've got 2.37. Djokovic, Nadal 2.5. I'd give Nadal a slight lead over Djokovic right now. Those are odds with both with Bet365. What do you say there, Well Kappa?
I was kind of shocked that when they opened this line.
Mm.
I expected Nadal to be more like, I'll say a 160, 170 kind of a price. For them to open it even was surprising. For me, there's a lot of value backing Nadal at this point to win the whole title. I think, we talked about this in the last video we did on Monday. As the wear and tear on the surface kind of turns the grass into a more, into a surface where you have the ball coming off higher, and Nadal doesn't have to do as much crouching down to get the angle he wants on his strokes, then it really lends itself to playing more into his style of play. And that's what we see in the second week of Wimbledon when he's made it this far. I thought that I was expecting it to be a tough one for him against Del Potro just because of the huge step up in level of opponent from the first 4 matches he had to Del Potro, who is, legitimately one of the best players on tour right now. And so it was exciting to see. That will probably go down as the match of the tournament, if not the match of the year. And I would say Nadal from this rolls right through Djokovic into the finals and then into the title.
Yeah. I got a little message. Alex is in across the screen. I'm looking at like big screen here, but I can see his face. Alex, you are in. How's it going? How was the match?
Yeah, it was a great match. Yeah.
Alex has no sound. Alex is in, but no sound. All right.
Yeah, no,
right. Next question. We will ask Joao here on the outrights right now. Juan Manuel Del Potro was a big favourite there. But right now it's looking between Djokovic and Nadal. Right now, who would get your money, Joao?
Before today's match, I thought that Djokovic had a very good chance, and the way he has been playing throughout the tournament until today. Today was a poor match from him. The match against Nishikori was a very strange one. Both players struggling to play at their best level. And one of the things I found very worrying to the fact that he's going to play against Nadal was Djokovic's backhands, because usually he slides very well to his backhand and returns extremely deep. And today we saw so many errors that he was doing from that side when he was trying to defend with his backhand. And we know that against Nadal, he's going to have to hit a lot of backhands because Spaniard will use his cross-court forehand to exploit that. And I think that Nadal has a good chance compared to the level. If we compare the level of the match between Nishikori and Djokovic and Del Potro against Nadal, it seemed that you were watching an ATP match and a challenger match. Was a huge difference today. It's true, the difference, because in one you had just winners from everywhere, the other enforced errors, players struggling. Not saying that the match was a challenger, but you understood the difference was incredible. The difference between the two matches, and Nadal definitely has some good chances on this match. Although Djokovic is known for bringing his best tennis against the best in the world, he already did it. Even recently this year on clay, he created a lot of problems to Nadal in Rome. So he might be able to create some problems. But from what they did today and the current prices, I agree that the value is on Nadal.
Okay, value on Nadal. Alex, do you agree? I believe you have sound now.
Wow, you can hear me, guys?
I can hear you.
Wow, absolutely. Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's an honor to be next to one of the best tennis tipsters in the world, Joao. I always said that, and I will always say that Joao is one of the best tipsters in tennis in the world. I'm more on the soccer side, on football/football, but well capper, great knowledge. We know his background. I will not reveal now his background, but great knowledge. He's one of the James Bond of the tennis court. Grass, clay, hardcore, whatever. He knows his shit. He knows always what is next. We're killing it again. We're killing it. Yeah, we're killing it. Isner, what a great win again. Ostapenko, yeah, we missed a little bit on Bertens. But what the fuck? We are here to preview the semifinals. Come on, we can do that. Yes, England are out. The football is not coming home, but we can do that. We are on profit. We are great. Here we are next to Joao and World Capper, the two best tennis tipsters in the world, and we are ready to do it once again. Yeah, with what I have to agree.
I don't know.
Djokovic, are you with us on Nadal?
No, I don't think you have to agree anything. No, we were just listen. I'll move on because I've got some more questions here. Harold Martinez says, I want to see the whale capper filming from a yacht on the Pacific Ocean next time. I'm sure he could arrange that. I'm surprised
He
actually
did that.
we
He did
haven't
that.
seen him on a yacht because we've seen him in most beautiful surroundings.
If you go back to the Australian Open women's final preview we did,
Yes.
I was
Yeah,
down at the yacht club. Not a joke. It was not a joke. I was staying outside of the Long Beach Yacht Club. But it's tough. It's tough to be on the yacht actually because
5 units on Nadal. Okay, I agree. 5 units on Nadal. Go on, well.
I was just gonna say it's tough on the yacht itself to get the data stream. Even where trying to do it outside. So it's all good.
So Whale Capper had to come off his yacht basically to film this.
Exactly.
He would have liked to have still been on it, but for the purpose of this show, he had to come off the yacht. Listen, moving over to the women's side now. Serena Williams priced at 2. Angelique Kerber 3.6. And now I know Alex's view on this. He's still maybe it has changed, but Joao, I haven't really spoken to you. Serena Williams has been the favourite throughout the tournament. Obviously, she sort of struggled in the French Open, came out with injury. Still really a heavy favourite to win this. Is it hers to lose, or do you still think that this is wide open and unpredictable as we've seen the entire tournament?
To be honest, I didn't expect to see Serena at such a high level. And on the previous round, she had by far the toughest test that she had so far on this event. And I believe that Georgie could win. And in fact, Georgie played extremely well. It was a match where the Italian was extremely aggressive and managed to keep a good ratio of winners and unforced errors. But the highlight on that match definitely goes to not only to Serena's serve, but her ability to handle the pace from the baseline against Georgie. She really surprised me there, and I think that she can win it this year, and the odds also suggest that against Gorgas it won't be an easy match. The German has been doing a great tournament, although grass is not her best surface. There was an interesting line, but the value is already all gone in terms of the odds. On the minus 1.5 set handicap on Pinnacle for Serena to beat Gorgas in straight sets was at 2.01, now only 179. Definitely not enough value now, but I think that Serena can win this match in straights. Although Gorgas has been playing well, grass is not her favorite surface because she needs some time to prepare her ground strokes, and on grass things are faster. But Serena can do it. But one of the players I think that can surprise, she already surprised by reaching this stage, but can continue, is Jelena Ostapenko. But we can talk about her next after going over Serena's chances.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to shout out to SBR Forum there. SBR Forum, if you guys haven't checked it out, sbrforum.com. It is a posting site where you can go up, you start threads, join in conversations, share tips. It's sort of a ton of knowledge, really, where sort of sports bettors alike can basically get on and chat. And it is part of our product here at Sportsbook Review. And you guys really should go check it out there. SBR Forum. All right, so let us start moving back to the men's side now. Obviously, we have 2 matches: Kevin Anderson versus John Isner, Novak Djokovic versus Rafael Nadal. What are you looking at here, Well Kappa? Start us off.
So, do they release what order they're going to play? By the way, have you seen that?
No.
Is it confirmed that Isner
No,
Anderson's going first?
It's not. Anderson.
No, I see both at the same time at the moment. Do you know, Joao?
Yeah, I keep looking for the order of play, and I haven't seen it yet.
Do your bets change?
Yeah. Well, not. My confidence changes.
I would assume they would put Isner first. I think they put
the
Isner
chances
first
that match would go particularly long though, and push the next. I guess if I were running the tournament, I would look at Nadal Djokovic as a match that is more likely to be shorter and condensed, and I would put that on first to make sure that gets done on semifinal day. And that because Isner Anderson could go for a long time. It's going to be very tough for each guy to break each other's serve. But regardless, the point I was going to make is Nadal his things are even more in his advantage if they're playing earlier in the day, and if it's a dry, warm day, and the court is playing, particularly high bounce, then it really lends itself to his strengths. We know through history, Djokovic has often complained about being put on court during the middle of the day. He likes later time slots. And I think that plays a little bit into his conditioning as well. If it goes long, it's going to be particularly tough for Djokovic in that match.
Sorry to interrupt. I just noticed one important thing. I was checking the weather forecast, and for Friday, they're at least the one I saw, they're expecting some rain, so they might even play with closed roof. That would definitely benefit Djokovic.
Yes, it will.
Interesting. Yeah, that would. So that's going to be two important things to look at is the order that they play, and then whether or not the roof is open. For sure, those will factor. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that it is a beautiful sunny day like it's been, and that they put Nadal on first. He's winning in straight sets. He's going to take Djokovic to the woodshed. I would back him on the outright at the price he is currently. I would back him, on some of the more exotics. Take a swing at 3-1, 3-0, because there's going to be, after what happened today, there's going to be a huge expectation that, we're going to get another great match. This is two all-time greats playing each other. Djokovic has shown he's played Nadal tough in times past, and there's some reason to hope, because this is on grass, which is not Nadal's strength, that this is going to be a close match. I don't think any of that is relevant. I really can't make much of a case for Djokovic at all in this match, especially given the form we saw from him today. And so I would look to back Nadal in various ways to try to stack units in this one.
All right, but Joao, you're saying based on what you've just read, you think it favors Djokovic. So you're on the other side of the court.
No, but not that. That can benefit Djokovic if they play a closed roof. But you can also wait for the day of the match, because if you look at the odds since they opened, Djokovic opened 185, now he's 188. It was a little bit of ups and downs, but already more than 1 hour passed, so we already reached kind of a resistance point in the odds. I don't think we'll have a huge change on the prices, so you'll probably get Nadal if it drops a little bit, 2.02, 2.01 on day match. So you might lose a couple of ticks there, but it's better probably to wait for the match day to see if the weather conditions will be good or not, if they play indoor or outdoor. So it's the risk that you take. You lose a little bit of value, but you wait and you are more able to see where they're going to play actually. Because if they play on without roof, I think that Nadal has the advantage, and especially, as I mentioned, because the level today, the difference was significant between the two matches, was really absurd. But if they play with indoor, it will be better for Djokovic, and also Nadal doesn't has great memories of playing indoor in Wimbledon, and although he's not against Lucas Rosol, but he doesn't have the best memories.
Yeah. Don't forget as well.
It's also sorry, good.
Sorry, this is Wednesday. We're filming this Wednesday. Obviously, they meet on Friday. So make sure to follow whale_kappa. Also, sportsbookreview.com. Joao's writing all our articles, tennis articles on there. So I'm sure he'll be delivering his picks possibly tomorrow. And Alex and Martin Green over at oddsmaker.com. So check those both out. Alex, thoughts, leans, bets on the men's side?
Yes, doesn't matter, roof, no roof, doesn't matter. I'm all the way with Nadal, with the King of Clay, also known as the best tennis player in the world this year. I think that the level, like Joao mentioned, like Kapper mentioned, of tennis today was huge. Nishikori on one side was a little bit injured. Let's give also that to our viewers, because he was a little bit injured, and Djokovic had an advantage because of this. Nadal against Del Potro was, I think, if not the best match of the year, I think that it was the best match of Wimbledon. Yes, I know that you will say Kevin Anderson with Federer, but still I think that Nadal with Del Potro was better than that. I think the Nadal at evens is how to put it, is I don't know, is a gift from the bookies. So let's take it from now, because I'm sure that the odds will drop. Doesn't matter, roof, no roof, Nadal will beat Djokovic. Djokovic is not at 100%. Djokovic had Nishikori injured. Djokovic, yes, he improved, but he's not at his highest level right now. For Nadal, grass is not anymore a secret. He won 2 Wimbledons. He's at his best level right now, and he can easily go into the final. It will not be a surprise if we'll see 3-0, but I will take it just a winner, Nadal to win at evens. And on the other semi-final, I think that Anderson is very tired after the match with Federer. I think that the pressure it will be on him. So I'm going with John Isner at 1.91. I'm going with him because he made me believe. Yes, I went with him against Raonic and he won, but he made me believe that he's capable of more than that. So I think that against Raonic, he will show even more. 1.91 for Isner. Give me that and Nadal, and I will also parlay those two ones.
I know who says, give me that. I feel like the booking. Yep, there you go. You've got it. Joao, what do you want from, what are you going for your for the men's side here, singles?
I'm going to wait for Nadal to see if they play without any roof, how the weather conditions are there, because it will be dangerous with closed roof. On the other match, as I mentioned, I think that Isner will win, but the current price, I don't like the one. It's not enough for me because it will be a close match, probably tiebreaks, and as I said, if they exchange balls from the baseline, Anderson, in my opinion, has the advantage. The bet would be relying on Isner being able to serve better in the pressure points and Anderson not being at his best when it matters the most. But the current price is not enough for me, but I think that Isner will win.
Okay, all right. And on the women's side, Joao, what do you fancy?
I really like the match Ostapenko against Kerber. Definitely interested to see how they're going to both to behave on that match, because it's very, very interesting. It's one of the most extreme matchups that you can have. On one side, Kerber, that is all about her defensive skills and the ability to put an extra ball in play, and the other side, a player that just doesn't care where the ball is. She's going to try to hit a winner. So on this match, I think you only have two possible outcomes, which is either Ostapenko wins or Ostapenko loses. You don't have an outcome where Kerber wins. It's everything on Ostapenko's racket. So based on that, the price already dropped a little since the opening at 261. Now it's only 241 for Ostapenko. I won't go with a full unit on it because it's very frustrating to bet on Ostapenko if she's in one of those bad days. But due to the fact that the match is pretty much all in her racket and she has been playing very well, she's been extremely free hitting the ball, and also the fact that she said she was supporting Portugal in the World Cup. 241 is a decent price.
Okay. All right, and over to you, Whale Kappa, on the women's side. What
This camp, I think Joao's right. I think she's either going to win or she's going to lose. That's a lock. Lock that one down. I'm on the side that she'll lose. I think that we are set up here for pretty clearly, at least in my mind, we're set up for a rematch of the 2016 Wimbledon women's final with Kerber and Williams, and I would pair those two for a nice double. You can probably get a little bit into the plus money range if you put those two together on the money line. I think Ostapenko, her ability to find shots and hit winners this tournament has been extremely impressive. But I see Kerber as the type of player that's going to just desperately frustrate her. And if Kerber can get a leg up early in the match, we've seen Ostapenko's kind of, she hasn't played her greatest early. And in years past, when things haven't gone her way in set one, she's kind of folded it up in set two. I would take a look at Kerber 2-0 just because of that potential eventuality. And as far as Serena and Gerges goes, cheers to Gerges for making a slam semifinal. That's a nice kind of career progression step. We saw Serena absorb her best at Roland Garros. It wasn't a particularly compelling or competitive match on the part of Gerges. I wouldn't expect really that Serena has too much trouble finding a win here. We hit a nice one with Serena 2-1 against Georgie.
Yes.
But I'm not feeling nearly as confident that Gergis can pick off a set from Serena. So I'm probably just going to stick with putting her money line in a parlay.
Yeah. I have to say, welcome. I mentioned both yours and Alex's tips on the Low Bag show. I was on the other day. So Monday I was on. I get confused with the days. Monday I was on, so mentioned all those bets as well. Right, guys, I have been signaled to wrap up. And to wrap up, if you guys can just go through your bets,
can
men's
I give
and women's.
also...
If they are just leaned, that's totally cool, because obviously we are a couple of days behind for men's, and they're discovering whether we've got a roof or not. So therefore, follow Whale Kappa, Whale_Kappa. Joao, you can follow him. He has a Twitter page. He says he doesn't really use it, but sportsbookreview.com is where he posts all his tennis picks as well. A real solid tennis tipper. And of course, Alex at Need for Tips. I'm sure you guys know by now. So start us off, Joao, our special guest today. What do you like?
I like Nadal if there's no roof there, so I better wait for the day. Tomorrow, not a full unit. I can't trust a full unit on her, but half a unit, 2/3 maximum on Ostapenko. I think that she can make a surprise, but as I said, anything can happen with her. But 241, she's the underdog there. A match that is more on her racket. Seems an interesting price there to have some money there.
All right, and on the women's side?
Ostapenko,
sorry. And Alex, over to you.
Yeah, I didn't comment a lot about the women's. I think that Julia Jorges against Serena Williams, it will be closer than expected. And I'm giving Julia Jorges plus 4.5 games on the Asian handicap at evens. I'm giving Elena Ostapenko versus Angelique Kerber over 21.5 games at 1.92. I see a long match there. Yes, we have a shot maker versus a great defender from the baseline. I think that in a good day, Ostapenko can win against Kerber, but if she will she will make a lot of unforced errors. She will lose badly, but I think that she will be on one of the good days. And on the men's side, I have John Isner at 1.91 against Anderson, and I have Rafa Nadal at evens all the way. He will win this tournament. So no worries about that now that Roger Federer, the king of grass, is away.
All right, and great stuff. And then our international man of mystery there, always on location. What are you going for, Whale Kappa?
I'm going to have a full play on Serena and Kerber to advance parlay together. And then I'll probably take smaller positions on Kerber 2-0 and Serena 2-0. Although I like that 4.5 game handicap that Alex mentioned, because I see a 6-4, 6-4, 7-5, 6-4 type of match in that Serena Gergis. The men's side, I'm going to back Nadal.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention it earlier, but Nadal's been in the semifinals of Wimbledon 5 times and he's never lost. He absolutely has everything in this match for me, and I'm probably going to, having missed out on the chance to get him at a great number on the outright market, I'm going to collect all my cash in this one. Backing him every which way I can figure it out, and hope that roof is open.
Fantastic stuff. Please follow Whale_Kappa at Need for Tips and Joao there. They post their picks. It's solid information.
And at Natalie Rydstrom.
You don't need to follow me. I am just the host. Listen.
Yeah, you need to follow her. Yeah, you need. Yeah, of course.
I just post the links of the shows. If you'd like to follow me,
so if you don't follow Natalie, how are you ever going to know that the show's live?
Exactly. She's the brain.
Exactly.
She's
all
the
right
brain
then.
from the
All
back,
right. You can follow me at Natalie Rydstrom if you would like. Also subscribe. That's another way. Subscribe, hit the little bell button. And I was going to say one more thing. Oh yeah. So no, I've forgotten. All right. Never mind. All right. Okay, I need to wrap up. I'm getting sad. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you for the finals. What were you going to say, Whale Kappa?
Yes. We'll be back Friday?
We will be back Friday. I can't wait. Best of luck, everybody, and I'll see you soon.